everybody. This is Becca Page and Viva ENT. I am here live at the Tacoma Dome with the infamous Brad Buckles.
Good morning.
Bridesclub.com. We are here at his fabulous Tacoma Fall Wedding Expo. Are you as excited as I am, Brad?
It is showtime. I'm very excited. Things are doing very well. We got the doors open. We had a line of brides outside, either waiting for the expo or for Katy Perry, but I'm going to say that they were bound for the expo.
Absolutely. They can go to Katy Perry later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plan your wedding and then go party.
How soon did they start lining up this morning?
We had them here about an hour and a half early.
No
they want
kidding.
to be first. We have these little gift cards here where if you're in line before the show opens, you get a free set of wedding bands.
Very nice.
No strings attached. You get to choose about 125 different styles, and the company will send you a free set of matching wedding bands just for being here.
Incredible. Is that JBL?
Yeah.
JBL wedding band.
JBLjewelry.com. They have been working with us for bridal shows for about 5 years. They sell more wedding bands on the West Coast than any company sells.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So your brides are super lucky.
They
got here
super
early.
excited. It values about $300 to $800 a set.
Nice.
And they get it for free just for being in line before the show opens. We have all the details on our website at bridesclub.com.
Cool. So what's new at the Wedding Expo? I know we're going to be having a lot of different vendors on and interviewing them, but tell us a little about all the vendors that are here today.
Probably our newest vendor, which is kind of fun, is our new Lambo. You can rent a Lamborghini for your wedding day. If you ever wanted to make his day or her day special, rent something like a Lamborghini to wake yourself up. There's nothing like getting wedding pictures leaving the wedding in a Lamborghini.
Now, do they actually get to drive the Lambo out?
Oh, yeah.
They do.
It's your car for 24 hours.
Incredible.
Yep.
I just actually had a bride and groom just the other day say, I wish we had an opportunity to drive a sports car like a Lamborghini. And I said, actually, you do.
Kind of do, yeah. It's a white one. It's beautiful, and it's fast as all get out.
Yeah, you've driven it, haven't you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah, it's cool.
I love it. You can see the engine through the back in the glass.
Yep, and they have special lights at night that light up around the engine on the glass, so it's kind of cool.
Wow.
Yeah, nothing like driving a Lamborghini through town to really wake yourself up.
I was over visiting the guys at Saturn Barter the other day, and that car was there.
Oh, it's for real.
I was like,
that is a real wedding gift.
I'm going to have to take it out one day, definitely. Yeah. It's in the Barter Club, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool he's doing that. Now, I remember, like, when I first met him, he was doing it just for Barter Club members. Right. So now he's expanded.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's going to do well today.
So we have things like the Lamborghini. Of course, cupcakes are very popular. Mm-hmm. Wedding cupcakes of different flavors and sizes and shapes. They have the mini cakes now. They have the big cakes, kind of like the size of a Costco muffin.
Yeah.
Flavors, colors, shapes, all kinds of different, desserts of any kind. The macaroons are still very popular. Mm-hmm. What else is big? Chocolate fountains still come back once in a while. A lot of fruit. All kinds of fruit things. Mm-hmm. And, of course, wedding cakes. All kinds of specialty wedding cakes. I saw a wedding cake the other day that was a blue wedding cake with skin divers. Like, he and she like to go skin dive.
Oh, yeah.
So they had skin diving bride and groom on the cake, and then all kinds of fish and whales and stuff on the side of the wedding cake. Mine
the other day, actually, they were skydivers, so they had skydivers on the top of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cute. And then they had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sticking out between the tiers, like his little head was peeking out.
Cool.
And so I actually had to ask them, why is there a Ninja Turtle hanging out in your cake? And they're like, why not?
Duh.
I was like, really? That's so cool.
I would totally do that.
It was Michelangelo. It was pretty cool.
I think it's cool. I love Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
But, the thing that's really interesting about weddings nowadays, as you know, is that everything's customized. Mm-hmm. So a bride and groom can say, we want pasta, but then we want a Ninja Turtle wedding cake.
Yeah.
And you kind of go like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you want. Skydiving, scuba diving. I've seen black and white and silver. I've seen all kinds of 80s colors. I've seen plaid. I've seen all kinds of things. Whatever's important to the bride and groom.
Yeah, they really incorporate it. And groom's cakes I've been seeing this year all the
groom's
time.
Cakes. I got a groom's cake 24 years ago.
Did you?
Yes, I did. It was very cool. It was chocolate.
Did you eat it at the wedding?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was chocolate, and it had sugared grapes on it, which is a big deal in the South, which is where I got married. And my mother-in-law, who's like the coolest lady on the planet, made sure that my cake was just as big as the bride's cake.
Oh, wow.
It was very cool.
Yeah, I've always wondered. I don't know much about groom's cakes, except for every wedding I've done that has them, they're like, don't cut it. And they take it home with them. And I don't know why they're not eating it.
I ate it. It's fine.
Yeah. So is the whole purpose of the groom's cake just to show the groom's personality?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially today. In fact, Susan Aaron, who's standing right here, could tell you the history of groom's cakes.
Really?
What is the real reason that you have a groom's cake?
I'm not sure that I know that.
Just because.
Because the groom wants to have his own cake.
There you go.
That highlights his personality.
Do you have a lot of groom's cakes that show up at Indian Summer?
We do.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool.
I had one 25 years ago.
Did you?
My mother-in-law gave me a big chocolate armadillo with sugared grapes on it because of the movie.
Yeah.
The movie had just come out, and she wanted me to feel special, so she got me a really nice big groom's cake.
That's cool.
And it was really good.
We had one that was like a big cup of Starbucks coffee.
Cool.
It was really cute. I actually have pictures
fondant
of it.
And all nice?
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what other kinds of really cool cakes have you seen?
Oh, I saw the cutest cake, cake topper last weekend on a cake. It was, the bride was dragging the groom, but the groom had his golf bags with him.
Nice.
And they looked exactly like the bride and groom. I mean, they obviously were custom created.
They were that nice.
Yes. It was so cute. And because we're Indian Summer Golf and Country Club, the groom loved golf, and
it's a perfect match.
The perfect cake topper for our facility.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to turn this microphone over to Johnny, and then Johnny is going to talk with you about Indian Summer.
Thank you.
You bet.
Well, I'm going to ask Brad to stay because I got to go into the knife, and my voice ain't so pretty.
All right. So I'm going to talk about Indian Summer.
You're on, Aspen.
All right. I got a face for radio, huh?
Well, if you're planning a wedding, come out to the show so you can stop by our booth because we have a
Tacoma Dome right now.
That's right.
Indian Summer has been at the show for 20-some years, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about Indian Summer.
We are located down in Olympia off of Yelm Highway. We have a beautiful facility, outdoor area, indoor area. Got an awesome special going on.
Special?
My special is a $6,500 all-inclusive package. It's your ceremony, it's your reception, it's a buffet dinner, champagne toast. It's everything you need for the perfect wedding.
All right. That sounds like quite a deal, considering it's probably worth about $15,000.
Yeah, it is, actually.
You retailed it out?
Yeah.
I know you. I got you. The one thing you can do when you come down to the Tacoma Dome, which is nice, is you can certainly see your booth standing out from everybody else's because it's the one that's always very nicely decorated.
Thank you, Brad.
No problem.
Yeah.
And then you are also related to Indian Summer Course is?
We are part of Okie Golf, which includes the Golf Club at Newcastle, Echo Falls, Plateau Club, Redmond Ridge, Hawks Prairie, Washington National. OkieGolf.com would take you to any of our golf courses, and IndianSummerGolf.com takes you to our website. We have a great page for weddings with all kinds of information. And my name is Susan Aaron. I'm the catering sales manager, and you can come and see me here or come and see me at the course.
That'll work. So if you come book your wedding there, do you get to play golf there?
You actually do. We do. The groom and 3 of his groomsmen get a complimentary round of golf.
Do they have to do that like the week of or the week after?
We prefer that it be within the week, week of, week after. Yeah.
Well,
we are a private course, but yeah.
There's a few exceptions made.
There are a few.
And what's like the craziest groom's party you've seen there at your property?
Oh. Craziest groom's party. Wow, you're putting me on the spot.
Well, I just figured, you can't just have golf. You got to have like drunk golf, or you got to have like.
Well, we prefer not having drunk. Oh, we do nighttime golf. Actually, we do a glow ball type of thing, but I don't know that we've ever done it with grooms and stuff. But we can do a groom's party there. We have
a wedding party. Ever come and play against each other, like the bridesmaids against the groomsmen?
They haven't, but that would be fun. I think.
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome. We should do that. Definitely.
Fantastic. Well, I am going to pass this on to Becca, I believe, and I think I have to go park a limousine or something.
All right.
Which is always a lot of fun. Yep.
You're being summoned. This is Johnny the Capo. How's everything going at Indian?
It's going great.
At the joint?
Yep. Indian Summer Golf and Country Club.
That's right. It's a marvelous and wonderful place. And maybe we can get Jeff Wilson on the radio. Jeff, from Seabrook?
I'm going to sign off.
Get back?
However, just want to reiterate, we have a great wedding show package for weddings. $6,500 all-inclusive package. Come out and see us today at the wedding show.
Marvelous and wonderful.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, Susan. That's Susan Aaron, ladies and gentlemen, Indian Summer Golf and Country Club. Hi, you want to be on the radio? I'm on the radio live right now. Sure. What's your name? Maria. Maria, you're on Viva ENT. We're live on the air on KLAY 1180 AM. What's your wedding date?
August 1st, 2015.
Have you got a venue yet?
Yes.
Where's it going to be?
High Cedars Golf Course in Ording.
That is a beautiful, beautiful place. We've been there many times. How many in your wedding party? Just curious.
There's going to be 4 bridesmaids, 4 groomsmen, a flower girl, and a ring bearer.
That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 4 is perfect. 6 is too many.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd have 10, but I try to 4. I think it's not too crazy.
So is the venue doing the catering for you too?
Yes.
Great. Have you got a DJ yet?
Not yet.
Okay, so I'm going to show you our DJ packages after I get you off the air. And are you still looking for a photographer?
I got a photographer too.
Got a photographer, looking for a DJ. What are the other venues that you're looking for today?
I'm already. Oh,
we're
yeah.
Live on
flowers.
We're on the radio. On the radio.
Flowers and cakes, decorations. Yeah, a lot of things.
Well, you came to the right place because we have all these wonderful vendors here today. So I definitely want you to take my information, and I have DJ here, and I'll let you check that out. And thanks for stopping by our booth.
Yes, thank you.
Pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
I'll grab my card, send me an email, and I will. I'll put the link to the show on Facebook for you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, nice talking to you. Jeff Wilson, let's get you live on the radio. Jeff Wilson from Seabrook. We're live on the radio, baby.
Hey.
What's going on, handsome? It's been a while since I've seen you. I think the last time was the last wedding show.
Yeah.
Back in January.
It's been busy on the Washington coast.
Cool.
Seabrook, we're a little north of Ocean Shores, about 2 hours from Tacoma here, about 2.5 from Seattle. So it's not too far, and a nice resort community right there on the beach, and we've got some gorgeous places to come stay with your family and friends, and a great facility for weddings. And we have a couple new outdoor ceremony locations that'll be done next year.
Very cool.
Yeah, we're pretty excited.
Tell us more.
Yeah, well,
you have any specials coming up, or is there any ways that listeners today or people from the show that are here at the show today can take advantage of any kind of specials, discounts, anything like that?
Yeah, we're running a wedding show exclusive 20% off the venue rental.
Marvelous.
And kind of the nice thing with what we have set up is, all the tables, chairs, and nice white Chiavari chairs.
Cool.
We have tables up the yin-yang, brown tables,
yin-yang.
and all the linens, napkins. We have all the flatware, all the glassware. We have pretty much everything you need, and we just bring the guests. So
we're rocking at midnight.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll get a great turnout at the show here. It's already a good buzz.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people here, and there's a lot of deals to be made today. So that 20% that you're talking about, that's a steal.
That's huge. And
that's a steal, that's a deal, and it's real.
That's right. And if you come here today, tomorrow, I know there's all kinds of deals. I know Viva's got, you guys got some
We're always making deals, pal.
Okay,
that's what I do. Everybody thinks I'm a car salesman, but I'm not.
Yeah, that's right. King of entertainment.
We are the king of entertainment. No question about it. We got a 3-hour limousine ride we're raffling away today.
Oh.
So everything is cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
Cool and marvelous. Let's see if we can get somebody on the show. You guys want to be on the show? We're live on the radio. What's your name? Are you shy?
Not really.
Stephanie.
And you're here at the show today, and you are still looking for DJ photography?
Yeah. Well, I have my photographer.
I have a photographer looking for a DJ. What about a venue?
I have my venue, too.
Where's that venue at? Oh.
Ooh.
Well, we're talking now. I like Pacific Grill. We work with them all the time. Yeah. Viva Productions? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thanks for being on the show. Nice meeting you. I'm Johnny the Capo. Pleasure.
All right. Good deal. Yeah, lots of people.
I think she was scared of me.
I think she was excited. I think she wanted to talk more.
Well, you know, I have that effect on women, Jack.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good thing.
It's a curse, man. Well, why don't you go ahead and talk a little more about Seabrook? I'm going to go get Ron, and I'll let you be guest host for a minute. Cool?
Yeah, sure.
Do it, brother.
Yep. So, yes, Seabrook, as I mentioned, we have some new venues, some new outdoor wedding facilities that we're working on right now. As I mentioned, Seabrook's right on the Washington coast, and we have some great views of the ocean there. We have the great location right up off the bluff, and you've got some beautiful architecture and the ocean right behind you. It's everyone I show it so far is in love with it. So it's not quite finished. It should be finished pretty quickly, much to the chagrin of some brides of late who want the grass to grow a lot quicker than it can. But yeah, Seabrook's just a great place for a weekend wedding getaway with family and friends. We have over 240 homes on the property, and those range anywhere from 1 2-bedroom cabin to we have 6 7-bedroom giant houses, mansions on the property, which work out real well for your family and friends. Make a weekend out of it, and nobody has to go anywhere. Everyone's there. You just spend the weekend, have a good time. It's a one-of-a-kind place. So hope to see you out there. Jeff Wilson with Seabrook. You can find me www.seabrookwa.com. It looks like Johnny's making his way back here, so I'm gonna pass it back over. Thank you for having me on, sir.
For being a co-host, Jeff. Come on over here and run. You good-looking devil. You could have been in the movies, pal. I mean, what are you, 6'4"?
5.
Man.
I know it.
You're a big guy.
I'd be 6'4" now because
you could have been Roy Rogers or somebody.
I have to have a big horse.
Well, you know what? It's kind of cool because you really fit the part with your venue now, don't you?
Absolutely.
Tell our listeners about your venue, what you do, the specials that you got going on, the whole thing.
Okay.
Give them the spill.
All right. We own Grimstad Farms, which is my last name.
Very cool.
And we just began this last year advertising on weddings, and we're just ramping that up. We have the entire venue. We have a 1935 two-story main barn. We have hot and cold running water, flush toilets. I mean, we're talking modern.
We're talking real modern.
We have a number of outbuildings, a 100-year-old log cabin, and a grain bin from Montana that serve as the groom's dressing room and the bride's dressing.
Wow.
We have a prep kitchen
cool.
for the caterer. Inside the prep kitchen is 1940s commercial 6-foot wide multi-door refrigerator.
So people can bring in their own caterer, correct?
Yes. Yeah, we don't require. We want to meet the caterer first, only because we want to show them how we're set up and that kind of a thing.
Yeah, you don't want somebody coming in and making a mess and someone that's less than professional.
Correct.
Yeah.
We have 4 venues. We have a number of places outside, including a brand new wedding pond in the back, which is real popular this year with the brides. That has an arch bridge.
Cool.
If you go on our website, Grimstad Farms, plural.com, there's some pictures of that. And for smaller weddings indoor, upstairs in the loft, we can handle somewhere 130 to 150 inside.
That's pretty good size.
Not bad.
150 is really a perfect wedding. When you go 175, 200, 225, 250, aye. Am I right, Swindle?
Well, you get more gifts. You get more gifts, but it's a big
you get
headache.
more
you
gifts.
got to pay for more food, though.
Yeah, you're feeding a lot more people.
And that's a fact.
Big difference in the price between feeding 150 and 250.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. We have 2 wedding packages. I wanted to mention that. We have a 10 a.m. to 11 p.m., which is $34.50, except Wedding Expo special, $500 off.
Yeah. 500.
And we also have a 6-hour for those people that are just looking for a more intimate, smaller kind of a setup, and that is $19.50, and we are offering a $200 off on that one.
Here, talk to Becca. My voice is running out.
Mine's gone.
I got to go into the knife. You know that, pal? Yeah, they're going to cut me. Mafia days, you know how that goes.
Oh, I know it.
Here's Becca Page.
He has a nodule on his vocal cord. He won't be able to talk for a week. You can tell I'm devastated by this.
Well, what is he going to do?
I don't know.
His talking's his game.
I know. I'm so confused about the whole thing. But it's happening on the 23rd, so...
Oh, my word.
We can make him as mad as we want, and he can't do anything.
That's going to be like a week of vacation.
I know. It's so exciting.
And he'll probably be a little sedated, too. So
I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. He'll be nice to you, too. He can't talk, and he'll be nice to you.
That's wonderful. So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you do like rides around your property, right?
We can.
You can?
We have, yeah. We have we give the bride, and I forgot to mention that, we have a very fancy fringe-top surrey for the city people listening. That is a horse-drawn, like a carriage, but there's 4 seats. Ours is not pulled by a horse. It's pulled by a deer, a little John Deere.
Awesome.
And we bring the bride and the bridesmaids out to the ceremony, wherever it is.
Mm-hmm.
We have 4 places outdoors, including a wedding pond that was real popular this summer. It's brand new.
Oh, you got it finished.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go out there and see it again.
And then also, if there are a number of kids in attendance, we have a 2-seat old Western buckboard that pulls by the same tractor, and we've given rides around the property and that kind of thing. Give the kids something a little extra to do. We do have those folks that do have kids. We have swings. We have a playhouse. We have quite a few things set up so the kids have something to do.
Yeah, the kids seem super happy when they're out there. I love your property. The first time I pulled up there, I pulled back in your parking area on the grass, and I just sat back, took my shoes off, kicked my feet up, and just enjoyed the sound of the country for a little while. It's definitely...
Well, everything's old, which is really, really very... We hear over and over that it feels so comfortable.
It does, yeah. I feel like I'm at home.
The barn itself is 1935, and we have the old cabin, the grain bin, and then the old, what used to be a chicken house, is at least 70 years old, in which we have the caterer's room and an antique store, which we also open up if the guests want to just go through and just browse, have fun. And we specialize in those. We have some old trucks and for pictures, and in fact, we have a 1890s doctor buggy for pictures for the bride. That's pretty special too. Lots of fun things.
Yeah, I know. When I left that night after your open house, I honestly felt like I had been on vacation. I felt refreshed. I don't know if that sounds weird because you live there, but I love your property.
Good. Thank you. Yeah. So give us a call anytime. Go to our website, or call us at 253-631-6865. Schedule a personal tour. No obligations, but see if it's something that'll work for you.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. And your website?
Grimstad Farms. Grimstad, and then farmsplural.com, and you can get some information. We're just in the process of redoing that. It's not done yet, so it kind of looks like an old mom and pop's kind of snapshots kind of things, but we're just in the process of redoing that too.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being on, Ron.
Thank you for having me, and I want to put a plug in for Johnny. If you want to have any fun, folks, with gaming, I mean, the real deal. He could have been a movie star.
He could have been a movie star, this guy. Looks like a cowboy. I know he's plugging me, but I like him.
All types of casino gaming, all legal. Johnny is, well, pretty much. give them a call. They do provide music services, DJ, and all kinds of things. So
yes, we do.
He's the man, and Becca's the woman.
Yeah, and Ron is definitely John Wayne's long-lost brother. He is, isn't he?
Thanks very much.
So I told Johnny when we left, I said, that's a real man.
He's
right
a movie
there.
star, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, we love him.
I didn't say Christ on the radio, did I? What's the religious? It's a religious program.
I think so.
We got Swindle here. Jamiee. Okay. It's okay. Can I sing with a scratchy voice?
Oh, give me the mic.
Fly me to the moon. Baby, let me play.
It's impossible to control. Oh, my God.
Hi, Jamiee Swindle with Muse Event Planning.
Hi, Becca Page.
Is this your first time on the radio live here today?
Today?
Today.
Yeah,
it is. Are you here at the expo? And you have a booth?
Oh, yes. We have a fabulous booth. I got together with some of my favorite vendors, not you, but some of my favorites. I've got Grand Event Rentals, who provided all of our, tabletops, our linens, everything. And then I'm here at Gina with El Belfiore, beautiful flowers. Karen Morris for photography, and, of course, Muse Event Planning. Yeah, so
you got a little powerhouse troupe over there.
We do, and, I think we did a great job. Everyone needs to come.
I know, I can't wait to go see it.
Yeah.
As soon as we're done with it.
We went gold.
Did you really?
Yeah, we brought out the gold.
I can't wait to go and see it.
I know.
So what's new in the world of event planning?
Just winding down the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're kind of unique, though, because you can't really come to you and be like, hey, Jamiee, what's the trend for this? Because you're like, the trend is whatever the bride wants, and then I take it and I twist it and I do my own little thing, and I make it special, right?
Yeah. I try and, everyone's got the trends. There's like, oh, let's do rustic. I always try and put a spin on it. Mm-hmm. So every wedding's unique. I don't want it to be cookie cutter at all. I always try to take, like, the couple's personality and really incorporate that. So people know that is their wedding when they walk in, Yeah. So so that's the fun part about it.
I know. You're the one who's up at 4 a.m. spray painting everything in sight.
Or stringing cranes, right?
Stringing, what was it, 1,000 cranes?
1,001 cranes and 350 mums.
And you did every one of those little cranes?
I didn't fold them. The couple folded all those.
Oh, thank God.
I know. I would have gone insane. I strung all of them. It took me accumulation of about 40 hours over 4 days, but
that's
it worked out great.
Jeez. Oh, let's get in here for a picture. Hey.
One more.
We're like smiling. We're not talking because we're smiling.
I know.
For the camera.
Sorry, listeners. We're too busy taking selfies over here in our booth.
The crowd looks really good today.
Yeah, I like them. These wedding expos are a fantastic opportunity not to just meet brides, but to educate them. Like one I just had who told me that their ceremony is at 1:30 in the afternoon. The reception starts at 3, and it's over at midnight. Oh. And there's 150 guests.
That's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. And she's like heartbroken. And she's like, but I have to do the Cinderella leaving at midnight thing. I said, well, then you've got to do the ceremony starting at 5 o'clock thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, no. And so then her mom started going, you know what? That really makes sense because think about it. How long would you want to sit at someone else's reception? And so I'm telling her, okay, cocktail hour is really not a full hour. Right. And then dinner, 150 people, that's an hour at the most. Toasting, cake cutting, garter throw, blah, blah, blah. So you got 2.5 hours into it, and then dancing, you're going to be done by 8 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, no. I said, people never dance for like 6 hours.
No, ever.
Unless it's a gypsy wedding and there's 1,200 people there.
Right. Yeah. No, it just doesn't happen. And people, I try and, it is about education because, nobody wants to go to a wedding and be there for 10 plus hours. I mean, that's a long day. And then it's also an even longer day for the couple. When they don't think about that, they're getting up to get ready for that ceremony. That bride's got to be in hair and makeup at like 8 in the morning, which means she's getting up at like 6, 5:30. So it's by the time like 9 o'clock rolls by, she's going to be falling asleep herself. Yeah. So, it's just about letting them know what realistic expectations are for their day.
Yeah. How do you handle it, though? Like this, where she's just like, no, all my guests will stay. All my guests will stay. You know, what do you do? Because I feel like I'm just being a horrible person by being like, you're wrong. Yeah. But they're wrong.
If they're determined to at least have that event going till midnight, I would, if they were my client, I would have that Cinderella midnight moment. kind of planned for earlier in the, look, if everyone's still here, let's do it at midnight. But if not, we're going to do it at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll set the clocks ahead, and it will look like midnight.
That's a good idea. Oh, my gosh. Have all clocks as the same around the room.
Yeah.
That would be really fun.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. So, okay, here's another thing I've been wanting to talk to you about, because I had Bella Fritz Photography on the other day. Have you ever met Bella Fritz Photography?
I have not.
Okay. You are going to fall in love with these people. It's Bella and Brooke Fritz. They're a married couple. Brooke Fritz is this handsome, blonde man. He looks like he'd be on the cover of a romance novel. His wife is just adorable. They are the most professional people you will ever meet. I mean, I seriously have like this love affair with these people because they're so professional and they know what the hell they're doing from start to finish.
Yeah.
And they do all sorts of, I guess they do like fashion shoots and things like
Right,
this.
style shoots. Yeah.
See their website. Oh my gosh, they're just. The second I met them, I'm like, okay, I just want to work with you guys for the rest of my life. So that's my plug. I love that.
Okay, I'll have to check them out.
Well, yeah, he was on a radio show last week, and then Betty Perry from the Event Planning Resource Guide, she contacted me and she says, I want him to write an article on photography for my website.
Oh,
that's how good they are. So anyway, working with them was just amazing because they had their own little schedule things they needed to do, but they let us know well in advance and totally flexible around it, and we worked together like no other. The wedding the night before, very different. One of those photographers that kept the bride and groom for the entire cocktail hour, kept them through dinner. They got to go and take 2 bites of food. Then he served himself, of course, right after the bride and groom took too much food, and the guest didn't get to finish eating because he took like 5 chicken breasts and threw them away. So he actually came up to me and insulted me by when I announced toasting that we were going by his timeline and that the wedding coordinator and I didn't get his permission, and he was taking them out for sunset photos at 7 o'clock at night. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's 7 o'clock. Sun doesn't set till 8:15. He goes, yeah, I'm going to have them for another hour and 15 minutes. Like, you can't do this. They're missing from the entire wedding. People are leaving. So anyway, I guess to sum up my crazy rant here, how do you're the event planner. How do you work with photographers and planning out a timeline and getting everybody on the same page so that they are there doing their job, documenting what needs to go on and not running the show?
Well, before I start a timeline for the entire day, I do get together with, I ask the DJ, hey, what is your setup time? When do you guys want to do this? What do you traditionally do? Get together with the photographer. I say, what is your arrival time? How long are you going to take for photos before the ceremony? How long do you need them for after? And then when they start getting into I'm going to need them for an hour and a half, I said, look, we've got to do some of these. Let's do some of those photos before because it is unreasonable. I have actually chased down a photographer who has taken a couple away from the reception for an hour and a half. And it's just, the couple doesn't know what to say, really. They're doing what their photographer is telling them to do, but all of their guests are wondering where they are. And it's time for first dance. It's time for this and that. So I think it's just about really communicating with them beforehand, finding out what they want to do, and really just coming to an understanding and okay, let's give and take. Okay, I'll let it. You can have them for 40 minutes. That's enough time.
That's still so much time. My God.
And that's the cocktail hour.
Cocktail hour is fine. Take them the whole time. I expect that.
If they want something later, it's 15 minutes. If you want them for sunset photos,
15 minutes. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
If you can't get 1 or 2 great photos in 15 minutes,
Yeah, I know.
Not my problem.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, that I'm trying to beat into the bride and groom's heads is your guests are there to see you, and they're going to follow you around like little puppy dogs the entire night.
Oh, yeah.
So when dancing starts, if you're not on the dance floor, chances are your guests aren't really going to dance.
Yeah.
And I'm not, like you said, they start at 6 a.m. They're freaking exhausted, but that's the fun part. And I love to see them at least every third song or something come back, shake their butt a little bit, get people back out onto the dance floor. And when they're missing, it's just heartbreaking to me because as a DJ, I'm supposed to be entertaining people. You really can't do much without the bride and groom in the room.
Right.
That's the focus on them. All the announcements are based around them. And I love working with wedding coordinators, the ones that know what they're doing.
Because I'll go chase them down. My job pretty much
once the dinner has been served, I know that the DJ is going to take care of like all of the rest of that traditional stuff. So my job from that point on is making sure the bride and groom are where they need to be for the rest of the night. If that's taking away from their friends for a few minutes, hey, let's get on the dance floor and do this, and then you can come back. I'll do it. We got to keep this party going.
I even tell them during dinner, like towards the end of dinner, when I go up to them and say, is it okay if we start toasting about 15 minutes? And they're like, yeah. Okay. Guess what, Brady Poo? Now's a great time to go pee. Because it never fails.
Right.
Time for the first dance. I gotta pee.
Exactly.
I have on a 40-pound dress.
Yeah.
I need help.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. 15 minutes later, now we can get back to it.
Right, exactly. I know. You have to be like, you have to really think about, like, okay, when was the last time she went to the restroom?
Yes.
She's going to have to go soon.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here for, as coordinators. It's those little tiny things throughout the evening that, people forget about because they're enjoying their wedding. So that's what, I have in the back of my head is restroom break. Do they need another drink?
Yes, that too. Like, I would rather get them through the buffet. It breaks my heart to see a bride and groom at the bar. I hate it. I hate it. Yeah. I'll tell them, you go get your food. If there's not a corner, you go get your food. What do you want to drink?
Yeah.
And I cut in line. This is for the bride and groom. Boom, got it. And I'll get the bridal party.
Right up to the bar. I need this is the bride and this is the groom. Yeah, whole bridal party.
Yep.
If that's going to speed things along, heck yeah. And I don't want my couple standing at the bar waiting for a drink. They should always have a drink.
You know
in
what?
their hand.
They can never get away from the bar if they go there because everybody wants to talk to them at the bar. So, and then, okay, here's another thing. I want the bride and groom to be able to eat. In fact, like Bella Fritz and I had talked about this, and what we had set up was we had the caterer provide meals for them and the photographers up in the bridal suite.
Yeah.
Before their grand entrance, they went up, they ate, they got refreshed, they spent a little time together, and they came down, and they socialized while everybody else was having dinner, and it rocked because they actually got food in their stomachs. So there was a lot of alcohol at that wedding.
Yeah.
So, but if they don't do that, it's critical that they eat because they get hangry towards the end of dinner, and they're drinking and they're tired. So when they sit down to eat and then you've got a million people coming up and pestering them so they can't eat, how do you handle that? I had one coordinator actually make me get on the microphone and tell, I was so humiliated.
Yeah,
so
I handle it.
Let the bride and groom eat, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die. But how do you let them eat?
Yeah, well, first of all, they go first. If it's a buffet or being plated, they are served first every time. I stand pretty close to them during that time, and I will actually go up to guests very nicely and just say, you know what, if we can let them get, some food in their stomach, and we'll do all the visiting and talking, and, as soon as they're done. And guests are usually very accommodating. They completely understand it's something they just don't think of.
Yeah.
And so once they're, it's brought to their attention, they don't mind at all. So, again, that's just my job as a coordinator to make sure that, my couple's getting food in their stomach and, not being bothered. Because they will, as soon as they're done eating, they get up and they go around to everybody else. So, I also try to tell them that, they're going to be walking around and going to each table, so they'll come to you.
And I say that, too, like when I make the announcement for dinner, I'm pleased, on behalf of the bride and groom, I'm pleased to announce dinner is now served. Bride and groom will begin, followed by the bridal party. Everyone else, please listen to these instructions. Please be kind enough to stay seated, enjoy each other's company. We will be around to dismiss you.
Yeah.
The bride and groom, when they're finished eating, will come around to your tables and talk to you and greet you.
Yeah.
So
and it's only, it's wondering, it's the ones that are actually paying attention to you. That's the problem because they're usually talking already to somebody else.
No, but when I make announcements, I do the whole teacher thing where I'll be like, if I could please have your attention, and if they keep talking, I sit there and then I'll go, table 12? I just let me say this real quick and you go back to your discussion. And they're like, oh, I'll call them out. Right? Because everybody else laughs when I'm like, hey, table 18 back in the corner. Can you just the chatty one for a minute? I know you're the party table, and I definitely look forward to you guys in the
on the dance floor later.
But right now, shush.
Exactly.
It's fun. Weddings are a blast.
I love my job. I do. That sounded a little fake, but I really love what I do.
And like we say, everyone deserves to get married.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Well, I'm going to get back to my food.
I don't want you to go.
I know you don't, and I love you, but I have to get back and talk to Bride.
Okay.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Over here.
Okay, I will.
Thanks, Jamiee. Again, guys, that was Jamiee Swindle with Muse Event Planning. You can go online and find her. She also does really big corporate events, too. So definitely look her up, MUSE Event Planning. And Who is this? Misa? Huh? Melissa? Yeah, I watched Melissa. Alyssa. I can't read that. Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa. I'm going to hand you a microphone. I watched you all day yesterday set up this amazing booth for Seabrook, Washington.
Great.
Seabrook. So do you work at Seabrook?
No, I don't. I have an event designing business called Enchanted Whimsy Design.
I'll be darned.
So we design the events. And, we've already done one wedding out there. It's fantastic area out there.
Yeah. Were you at Town Hall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went there the other day. Jeff wasn't there, and I went and peeked in the windows. I did. I was stalking your venue. I'm standing out there peeking in the little windows and looking. It's cute. We've already had DJs out there, but I'm out there in November.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, November. Amy Hatcher's niece's wedding. Yeah, so... Yeah, it's super cute. So do you do this all over Puget Sound?
Yes, we do. We've done one wedding already at Seabrook. I'm getting ready to do a surprise big 90th birthday party.
Oh, my gosh.
And we did another event down in Aberdeen, actually, at the Log Pavilion.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, the 90th birthday is going to be fun. I just did one, and it was the funnest event
She loves
ever.
playing cards, so I got to figure this one out.
Oh, my gosh. You know, we have casino tables.
We got
casino entertainment.
There you go.
No cash involved. Yeah, there's a lot you can do. Are you going to do like a Casino Royale theme or?
I'm still figuring it out. I'm almost thinking kind of a Great Gatsby meets Casino Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could take the themes from card games too, like Go Fish and Crazy Eights, and do like the Crazy Cat Lady theme. That'd be.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like a Go Fish with the fish.
I like that.
All the different themes from the card games. How much fun! So, how much time did you put into this? It looks like.
Well, dear Jeff over there, I had a month.
Wow.
I had a month from.
Way to go, Jeff.
Inception to here we are.
Oh my gosh! And then you do, I would imagine, corporate, like big corporate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I will have to definitely be talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Corporate's coming up. We have a lot of, the big three corporate clients in Seattle. We do a lot of events for them.
Yeah.
So all over the place.
Just give me more than a month's notice, thanks.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to contact them now saying, hey, let's get the ball rolling. 'Cause some of them, there's always committees you deal with and waiting. We're like, we need to get the ball rolling. So, yeah. Well, fun. Well, definitely bring me over your card. Tell people how they can get a hold of you.
I will. Thank you.
Yeah, on the mic. Tell them. Website, phone number.
Enchanted Whimsy Event Design at gmail.com and enchantedwhimsydesign.com.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the wedding expo. Thanks. Hi. Oh, my gosh. You want to be on the radio?
Please.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
Yeah, this is Tony Rice. I'm one of the DJs with Viva Entertainment, and I'm sitting here with Becka the Page, so
that's me.
Good time. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm glad you're here. Hi. I'm going to take the mic back and let you talk. Sorry, we're live on the radio right now, so that's okay. We have brides in our booth. It's a very, very busy wedding expo right now, but that's okay. That's what we're here for, is to sell. So, you should come on down. The wedding expo, I believe, goes until 4 o'clock today, and there's everything from floral to venues to dresses to DJ to jewelry. Albertsons is here with the most amazing wedding cakes. Most amazing wedding cakes you've ever seen. If you guys haven't checked out albertsons.com, definitely go there. You can go to Albertsons. They have a wine steward for your wedding setup. They can get you beer. They can get you cake. They cater. They do floral. It's like one-stop shop for everything. And they are a sponsor of Bridesclub.com. So we're super excited to have them here. There you go. Yeah, infamous Tony Rice, DJ.
Yeah, I got the opportunity to just help a bride connect with Jamiee the Capo, and looks like she's getting all squared away, finding a special deal down here at the Wedding Expo.
He's the one to do it.
Yeah.
He gives away, you guys, if you want to come down to this wedding expo, Johnny is the one who will give you a crazy deal. People will call me like 3 months later and be like, oh, Johnny gave me our wedding for free. And I'm like, no, he didn't. They're like, no, it's not free. But the discount was like, holy Johnny, what are you doing? He's like, just book it.
Right, because that's what he likes to be, the king of deals.
Oh, yeah.
So you come down here, and that's how I was explaining to her. He'll customize it for your ceremony, your reception, does the limos, all of those different things. So.
Yeah, you've been doing this a long time, haven't you?
Yes, it's been about 10 years now. So
10 years.
Really, seen a lot of different things, a lot of different opportunities with working with Jamiee.
But you do a good job. People ask for you all the time.
Thank you. Yeah.
How's your wife?
She's doing great. She and the little one at home. I got a 11-year-old, and Thursday I had to go get a saxophone. So
for your child?
Yeah, she's taking the saxophone, the first instrument she's ever taken. So or ever played or done anything with.
Like a little Lisa Simpson.
That's it. So.
Oh my gosh! Are they gonna come by today or tomorrow?
I hope they make it by here a little bit later. Right now they're still on the mommy-daughter time, so they're eating breakfast and all of those things. So, but she'll be down here a little bit later. And how have you been?
Really good. Really, really busy.
Yeah.
I'm leaving here at 2, going and doing a wedding.
Right.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Stillicom Town Hall?
I have.
Yeah,
I have.
That's where it's at.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a beautiful place to do weddings and stuff. Yeah.
Is it easy to load in? That's my only.
A pretty easy load. The challenge you have is the volume. They're very specific about the volume level in that building. So
okay, I'm really good about
that. Right, but with you there'll be no problem because we tend to be very conscious of all of those different sound levels.
Yeah, the wedding venues love me because I don't blast them out.
Exactly.
Yeah, some DJs will bring subwoofers into some of these venues and. Like, oh, dear, you don't need subs for a wedding. There's only 100 people in the room.
Exactly.
This one's easy. This is more classic rock and country.
Right. And now it's going to be right inside there. They have that big scenic window where you can see outside and see the lake and all of that.
I know, it's my first time there. I have a wedding coordinator who's putting it all together, so I just show up, go to my little table. It's already dressed up and do my job. Just a reception.
Yeah, that's
They're getting married in the church.
Oh, that's
I always love to see that. You don't see it very often anymore, and I love it when they come from the church house down to their reception.
Yeah,
it's just a thing. I just love it.
I love that, too. We just had a wedding where the the ceremony was done in the church, and then they came in, and it's just, so spiritual, not religious, but just spiritual, and, you just wish the best for their wedding. Just all that stuff.
Yeah. It always seems like those weddings, they're going to last a lifetime, they made those vows, and it's taken, I don't know, it's kind of funny, you see some ceremonies where they're so quick. It just makes you wonder, no real vows or anything. Just, hi, everybody. Here they are. Here's their names. Put some rings on your fingers, kiss each other, and out you go.
Yeah.
So, kind of.
And I agree with you. The ceremony is actually a very special part of the entire wedding. I mean, it's really, that's where the value is at as you launch off into your career. I mean, the reception is kind of a celebration to me of that ceremony. So I love to see, I tend to always take Simone with me, my wife, to these ceremonies and receptions, and I just love it when I can tell when it's a good ceremony when she starts tearing up and starts looking at me, and I know they really hit the mark. So.
Yeah, I know. You don't cry at weddings, I would take it, just Simone?
Not that often.
I do all the time. I'm like a baby. I'll cry during the ceremony. Father-daughter dances get me every time. I just.
Yeah, those special moments. Sometimes people add things to their receptions where it's just special. They're grabbing something from their parents or something from another special family member. In those moments, they'll tear me up. Because they touch me. Because it's real. Those are real people's lives. And that's what I enjoy about DJing. When people invite you into their life on that day.
Exactly. I know. It's a big responsibility. It really is. We have some DJs who work for us who just put their heart and soul into the whole week leading up to the wedding because they know it's they're only going to do this once. This is such a big important day and you're such an important part of it, and they just don't want to make any mistakes, and they do a great job. I'm so proud of them.
Yeah, we have a lot of great DJs, and not just myself. I'm not bragging just on me. I'm bragging on all of my friends and partners that work and help me DJ here at Viva Entertainment, because I really think that's the difference. We really take a lot of pride in not just the work that we do, but the people that we get to work with, the different venues, the different photographers. It's a great host of people that we get to work with to make that day special.
Yeah. Do you ever do the shoe game?
The shoe game.
Have you ever done that?
No.
I do it all the time. So you put the bride and groom. It's right after cake. And I say, okay, we got a little halftime entertainment going on here. So the bride and groom sit back-to-back in chairs, and they take both their shoes off, and they each exchange a shoe. So they each have one of hers and one of his in their hand. And then I have a list of questions. You start popping off questions like, who made the first move? And they raise the shoe of the person they think that answer fits, but they can't see it. So it's hilarious because she'll raise his shoe, he'll raise hers for the same answer. They'll turn around, look at each other, one will smack each other upside the head with the shoe. And it's hilarious, but it really lets the guests know some different interesting things about them. And, of course, I took out all the horrible questions on the internet for who farts the loudest. I took out, like, who wakes up first in the morning. I don't ever like to insinuate that they're sleeping together before a wedding. So I took out all those. So I have, like, a nice revised, like, 32 questions. Everything from, like I said, for who made the first move, who talked about marriage first, to if trapped on a deserted island, who would eat the other one first to stay alive? Everybody laughs. Who has the craziest family? I'll tell the groom, think about this very carefully before you answer it. And everybody just laughs. So anyway, you do the shoe game, and it's just super, super fun. The last question is always, who do you love most in the whole world? And so now I started incorporating the bride and groom's parents, if they're still the original married couple. And I'll do a shoe game for them, too. So everybody gets to know the parents also. Something else I kind of invented, and this is pretty, I am not a money dance person. I hate it. I feel like I'm begging for money. I just think it's tacky, personally. I don't like it. What I started doing was, hi, Jenna. What I started doing is this who wears the cake contest. So I have 2 fish jars, put their names in it, and before dinner I announce, we're having a friendly little competition. Whoever raises the most money gets to smash the cake in the other one's face. So after dinner, I start auctioning it off. Oh, the bride's got $20 in there. The groom's got $36. Come on, help her out. You really don't want her to wear this cake, do you? Catches on like wildfire. The least amount of money I've raised so far, I've done this like 5-6 times, least amount's $300. I got $510 for the bride and groom last weekend. Because people just stuff it full of money. They want to see this. And you got the photographers there. So when they cut the cake, and then we do the traditional events, and before dancing, I put a chair on the dance floor, and I have a nice big piece of cake, and I just put on a little vintage stripper music and let them just smash it all over them. Usually the groom's the one who loses. But it's hilarious. Get some good pictures.
That's just a great idea.
Makes tons of money. So anyway, I'm always looking for fun, unique things to do at weddings that people really haven't seen before. Another thing I'll do is I'll go tape. Of course, it costs me money every time I do this, but there's 12 tables. I'll tape a $1 bill under one chair at each table. If you have a big grand entrance, this is like the whole bridal party's coming in. So right before the grand entrance, I ask people to check under their chairs, and they find the $1, and they're all excited, right? Okay, who's got the $1? Come on up on the dance floor. So I'll get up there, and I line them all in a long line. And I say, guess what you won? And they're like, what? I said, $1. I said, but now you guys are the 12th man for this wedding, and I got to see how well you can get everybody jazzed up for this grand entrance. So I'll play a song, like I'm sexy and I know it or something. And they'll be dancing. So I got everyone from the aunt all the way down to good friends, little kids. They're all up there shaking it on the dance floor. I say, how'd they do? And it's kind of quiet. And they're all like, boo. Oh, we got to do it again. So then they can choose to give the $1 to someone else at the table, and they have to come up and dance, or they can keep it a second round. So now we're putting other people on the spot, and everybody's screaming and laughing. So play another song, and they'll dance, and then when I do the grand entrance, they all come up on the dance floor, and they got background dancers dancing.
That's cool.
It's a kick. It's so much fun, and and it kills a little time, too. I'm always looking for ways, too, to make it have a little bit more of a time flow.
That's great. Those are great ideas, Becca. That's what it really comes down to. There is just playing music and people just dancing, and you're just kind of hoping the dance floor catches on. And then there are things that you can just interject and make it a personalized party. And I really like that shoe game. That's almost like the first newlywed game ever. Right there on the spot.
I can forward you the document, because I start asking people if they want to do it now, and they're always like, yes, really bad.
We're down to about 60 seconds. Let's thank our sponsors: Bridesclub, Wedding Expo, Viva Productions, Elite Limousine,
Vegas Nights,
Saturn Barter Club. The Saturn Barter Club.
I know, I've already talked about Saturn Barter Club today.
I love barter. It's that soft money, man. I love it.
Yeah.
The gangster loves barter, man.
And we love Tony Rice, too, huh?
Yes, thank you.
No, that's my phone, you silly. With our microphones, selling DJ. Okay, we're here getting our picture taken.
Trying to keep a smile.
Once again, come on down to the Tacoma Dome. And here we go with our selfie again.
One more time. You're going on Facebook.
All right, we got our picture taken, folks. Come on down to the Tacoma Dome. Tell them that you are listening to Viva ENT, and I will make sure you get a gift before you leave. That's right. I will make sure you get a prize before you leave the Tacoma Dome today if you come on down to the expo.
Much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.